Oh boy, this fucking thing. Okay, so how do I know about this? Crystal Fissure. Yeah, Crystal Fissure made a bit of an announcement thing about it. And I'm gonna be honest here. Don't support this. I know it's already made it for its pledge goal, 25,000, you know. It's already getting there. 138,000, that's a lot of cash. That is a lot of money being given to these guys. I am saying it right now. Don't fucking... Just don't. Don't support this. This is bullshit. This is actually really fucking scammy. It's not trustworthy. And I can tell you right now on 3 ways on why this is not trustworthy. First of all, the N64 release. Unless you really want this on a cartridge, there's no reason for you to even do this because the N64 version is already out there on the internet. And outside of in-game cutscenes, which I've shown before in my Let's Play, are not that good compared to the FMV ones, it's the exact same game. You get nothing different, you get nothing new, you get the exact same experience. Sure, in my Let's Play, there were a few differences in the graphics. That was because my emulator, the emulator I was using, was not that compatible. It had problems. And it doesn't actually look like that in the actual ISO. It does not look like it has some off things to it. It actually looks near exact to the PS1 version. So this is not needed. And not only that, but they also give out a fact that they want to do a Dreamcast version, which will include FMV from the PS1 version and will incorporate the N64 co-op feature. Okay, number one, you can sort of do co-op in the PS1 version. There's a weird way of doing it, but there is a way of doing it. I don't remember how you do it, but it does exist. And 2, you have no idea how easy it is to port a PS1 game to a Dreamcast. Like an actual Dreamcast. It is not that hard. Dreamcast is one of the easiest consoles to modify, and just burning any fucking PS1 game or even N64 game, whatever, to the Dreamcast requires little to no effort. It really does not require that much effort, and doing this, I'm saying it right now, it'll probably take them like maybe a fucking day or 2 of work. It is a joke. And they want $200,000 to make a Dreamcast version. Fuck off. Fuck right off of that. That's bullshit. They also want to make this fucking controller for $60,000 and this inch plush for, $100,000. And the thing is, also want to make a soundtrack as well. A special edition soundtrack. Here's the problem with all of this. The soundtrack isn't going to be that good. It's literally just going to be the files from the game of the PS1 version or the N64 version just put separately. There's no effort in that. You can do it yourself. I've done it multiple times with demo discs, with games itself, like Vex and such. I found trailers in fucking Vex and shit. I have found shit like the music and such in the damn thing. It's not that hard to rip the shit out. They will literally do the same thing in no time. And they want $125,000 for a very, shit fucking OST. Like, a very bare-bone basic OST. It's bullshit. Then there's the plush, which they don't even show you an idea on the plush. They actually just give you this fairly, not that good crop of the 2 characters from the cover. That's it. And they give, this glow effect around it. That's it. They do not give you an idea on the plush. So, what if this plush ends up to be looking really shit? Really cheap? Really just not worth having $100,000 for? What if they just put no fucking effort into that? They give you no idea on what will be even with this plush, what it will even look like. They just give you this, and that's it. So the plush isn't exactly very good either. And then there's the controller, which they do show you, and all they're going to do is get whatever fucking controller they can find, any fucking NC4 controller they can find, blue, transparent, the gray shit, whatever, and stick a 40 Winks logo, just a fucking sticker of it, right on top of it, and that's it. I bet you anything, if you can, I don't know if you could because I don't actually have it, that's actually a sticker, and you could peel it off, and you could possibly see the regular N64 logo on top of it, which means that they would legit have just gone and just slapped a sticker on a whole bunch of fucking controllers. And it wouldn't even look that good. It would just be really cheap and shit. So, the stretch goals, the whole thing is just really bad. And they say it was a bit hard to come up with ideas for stretch goals for 40 Winks. Yeah, like, the reason for that is because there's not much you can really do. The game isn't even that fucking good. And this is bare bones some of the worst fucking stretch goals. Including that Dreamcast one. That's a fucking joke to have there. Having a Dreamcast port. Which would take you not even a few hours. It is so fucking stupid. And then there comes the next bit, which they have a regular version and a special edition version of all this shit. Okay? So, got the 40 Winks game in a gray game pack, and you have also the box and the manual. Fine. I mean, you could possibly just see it right here, but, you know, I'm guessing people want it as a collector's thing. I'm fine with that. I'm sure there are people out there who do a better job at it, though, but, you know. Anyway, there's also a special edition poster and a POG featuring special edition artwork in the special edition version. One, where the fuck are you getting that special edition artwork from? I can't remember. Was there like an art feature in the 40 Winks game? Oh wait, there wasn't really, was there? What artwork? What special edition artwork are you going for? Do you have concept art? Do you have anything that you actually officially own that was not released before? Or are you going to be using Google Images and giving us maybe a few pictures on like a book or whatever, like a really small book, and that's it? And the poster. Gee, I wonder what the fucking poster's gonna be. I wonder so hard what the fucking poster would be. Gee. Just... It's so dumb. It's so dumb. This special edition thing, it's not fucking worth it in any way. It's cheap as shit. The only thing that would be worth it to you is the regular edition, which... Maybe. But there's also the fact they also changed the cardboard box and the cover on the thing with special edition. Yeah, I'm sure that'll look really fucking good. Fuck. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Slap special edition on the logo and that's it? Fucking job done? Job done? Well done, everybody. Oh, fucking hell. But yeah... This is just pointless. A lot of this is just really fucking pointless. And that is number one that's bad. Number two are these pledge rewards. There's contributor, a thank you note for $1, fine. $8 gives you the PC version. Okay. $8. $8 for the PC version. How much are you gonna sell this then? Just saying, this is a very niche, not very well made, kind of tanky, not exactly very fun kind of game. Are you gonna sell us $15, something like that, if you're making us pay $8 for this fucking copy right now? Which in Australia is $10? Because that's dumb. That's fucked. For an old game like this, usually, you know, for something like this, people would be a lot more forgiving. They would go for like $5, and they would probably just sell for like $10 or a bit lower or something like that, you know. Because it's an old game. It's not exactly going to be a big seller unless it's like Mario or Sonic or anything big and well known. Okay? This is 40 Winks. It's not that well known. It's rather niche. Who the fuck is going to pay more than $10 for this? Are you going to make the price the same on Steam, though? Just $10 on Steam? Because if that's the case, what's the fucking point of supporting your Kickstarter with this pledge then, if I can just wait for the Steam version? Because that's what I have to do anyway. I can't just go and pledge this, you be done, and then I get the Steam version immediately. No. No, I have to wait for you fuckers to release the thing, and then while I get it, everyone else in the vicinity can get it for the same fucking price. So what's the point? Like, what is the advantage of me giving you money early for the fucking game when I can just wait for the official release on Steam and just buy it for the same price immediately and just play it immediately? Am I the only one? Am I the only one who's not fucking insane here? And it gets worse. It gets worse. This is early bird pricing shit with, like, the controller, which I would like to remind you, the controller is optional. I mean, yeah, they made it. They made it to their fucking pledge. But beforehand, if you went for this and it didn't reach 60,000, those people would not get that fucking controller. They would have wasted like $30 or whatever on nothing. That's kind of fucked. That's kind of fucking stupid. Just saying. Just fucking saying. And then there's the cart, $40, which, I'm being honest here, I have seen N64 carts in Australia on, like, retro stores and shit, and even on eBay, go up for around $20 to $30. This is a bit much, because this is $50 for an N64 game. And it's just the cart. If it was the box, I can see $50. But it's just the gray fucking cart. 50 Australian dollars, 40 US for the cart. That's just fucking unheard of. That's ridiculous. And then there's the NC4 player thing, which you will see the box version of. That's $70, so $55 in US. No. That does not. First of all, you actually don't make the whole boxing look very good. And second of all, the highest I've ever seen, unless it's like a really rare fucking copy, is like, well, $40 with the box. $50. These fuckers are going a bit too high, okay? They're going a bit too high on this shit. Because this is the next N64 version, mind you. This isn't like anything new. And I've seen SNES games in the box for like $70. I've seen Bubsy 1 $70 on a retro store. But that's SNES. That's really old. N64 is newer. That's a bit cheaper. Because it's not... There are still a lot of copies around of N64 compared to SNES, which is very... Like, there's not that much, honestly, with that kind of console around. They're really going down, which is why that price is going up so much, while this, not so much. So, $70 for the fucking box with the game in it. No, that's dumb. No. And then, it's a special edition for $100. $127 in Australia. I've already told you, right now, about how a lot of this is not worth it with the special edition, and that it will probably be really fucking cheaply done. Same thing here. Same thing fucking here. And they want you to pay $100 to get a slapped-on special edition logo on top of the fucking regular logo on both the cart and the box, and a shitty little book of, like, fucking artwork of, like, the cover and, like, screenshots from the game and such, without any real concept art, really, unless it's from the game, and a fucking poster, which is just going to be the fucking cover. It's not that fucking good, guys. It's not that fucking good. $100 for that is like... It's not even worth fucking... It's about on par, 55. It's like... Shit, I could possibly see this being like $70 if you want to be fair. US $70 for that additional shit. It's a piece of it's a bunch of piece of fucking paper, okay? A big sheet and some small sheets. That is like $15 extra. That's it. The rest is nothing. It's just a Photoshop fucking edit of what they have already for the special edition shit on the box and the cart, and that's it. The rest, $15 extra, the poster, and the fucking book of fucking art. That's not fucking $100. That is bullshit. The 173 that are backing this are getting fucked right now for that one. And anyone else who's going higher is also getting fucked. Like 150. 46 of them. For both. Both. And there's the early bird shit. 44 for the box. Fairer. That's more fair. $250, I mean, 250 backers, fine. It's fair. 44.56. I can sort of see that. Not this. Not this. 85 to 108. 150 people. You guys are getting just as fucked as these guys are. Same thing with you fuckers. Same thing with the 250 that went for this one. You are all getting fucked. Alright? This is not worth that much. This is insane. And, yeah, the whole pledge thing is a red flag. The whole... so many of these are a red flag, except for maybe Contributor. But Contributor is always $1. And anything else, anything more than that is just, like, very off. Because it's just like a big fucking thank you email and that's it. Who gives a shit? $1. Meh. So, you know, that's fine. But the rest of this is just... there's an iffiness to it. There is something really off about seeing all of this. It does not bode well. And the last thing that's a problem is Piko Interactive themselves. Piko are not fucking trustworthy. They're not. When it comes to port jobs, they half-ass their shit. And I know this because I've fucking done Super 3D Noah's Ark, and I have tried out Jim Powers, 2 of their fucking ports, and they're terrible. The Super 3D Noah's Ark one, while it's interesting, it's basically the DOS port, and it is a bit half-assed. It's its own little special edition of it, but it's not that well made, and it's very base. It's very basic, and there are a few problems with it as well. But for the most part, it's not terrible. But then you go to Jim Powers, and that is later on. Jim Powers, the port of that came like way after the fucking 3D Noah's Ark one, which Super 3D Noah's Ark, you know, that's fine. I'm pretty sure Wisdom Tree, because they're still existing, they had something to do with this as well, so they got them to do this. Jim Powers and their developers and publishers, pretty sure they had nothing. Pretty sure they had no power over that one. So, unless GT Interactive somehow still exists, or Infogrames have something to do with this, the only people in power here are Piko. And when it's just them, Jim Powers, this fucking game is the best example of how fucking bastards, how much of a bunch of fucking bastards they really are. Because, first of all, this is a half-assed port. There are multiple glitches and problems with this port, and they never patch it. They never patched it. This was abandoned. And a lot of the games where the original developers and publishers don't have anything to do with it, same thing. You might be thinking, oh, the developer's right there. Nah, that's not them. It's not them. It's all Piko. Because something that they have here on the fucking thing, right here, is that we have to depend on third parties. That's a third party. These guys are third parties. And by the way, third parties, your fucking pledging for this Kickstarter is like not even 1%. Not even 1% of what's actually going to go into this. The huge majority of this is going to go to the third party shit. Piko will do basically fuck all. And another thing, minor delays, the awards will be filled. I don't really believe that. Because, back to Jim Power, they did shit like original unreleased Sega Genesis version, high quality soundtrack, 8-bit NES, for like all this future DLC shit and unreleased Sega Genesis stuff, which this was unreleased too. N64 version of 40 Wings, never released. It was essentially killed. And the PS1 version exists, but the N64 version, it's only the beta that exists because someone else found it and put it up on the internet as an ISO, as a ROM. This shit is also unreleased. Sega Genesis version of Jim Powers. They never fucking put it in the port. They never did that. They say it's in there, they're fucking lying. They lie to you. They've done this with a few other games of theirs as well. They actually fucking bullshit. This is one of their fucking examples of bullshitting. And people in the fucking reviews have called out on them. They didn't do shit, though. It was never patched. It was never added. It was never done anything with. They abandoned this. What are the chances they'll abandon this? Because again, GT Interactive And Infogrames don't have anything to do with this. None of the people involved with 40 Wings originally have anything to do with this. Not a single one of them. It's just Piko. And whoever third-party fucking Chinese goddamn shit they can find to, like, half-ass the whole fucking thing. Well, they have all your money and have a good time. Fucking hell. At best, the worst case scenario would actually be that some of you will not get your controllers, will not get your fucking N64 copies, because they will probably spend a lot of their money on themselves without even noticing it, without even forward-thinking the whole thing, and they wouldn't be able to actually fulfill paying for everybody's fucking rewards. So some of you will not get anything. So, no, rewards will not be fulfilled, because this is their first Kickstarter, too. Do you really fucking think they know what they're doing? First Kickstarter. They haven't done a Kickstarter at all beforehand. This is their first one. And they're saying this shit. They think they know what they're doing. They think they know how to handle Kickstarter. They don't know shit. They don't know fucking shit. Almost nobody who ever does a Kickstarter knows how much is needed and what to do with it. Fucking, not 9 times, but like 8 or 7 times out of 10. There's gonna be a lot of delays, big ones, and they're gonna lose a lot of money. Because they didn't know what the fuck they needed. They have this charting shit, but even then, even fucking then, they can easily fuck it up, and all the fucking money they had for most of this shit would be gone instantly, and they would have to go for their own wallets. And then they're just kind of fucked. Especially with the third-party shit. The third party can literally rip these guys off just as much as they're ripping you off. And they won't even know it. They won't even fucking know it. So the whole thing is a fucking train wreck. Because not only do you have a fucking publisher that is not even that trustworthy with their ports, not only do you have this third party shit you gotta rely on alongside these guys, not only do you have really shit rewards with a Dreamcast version that you can easily make yourself, an OST you can also easily make yourself, a plush that might actually be really cheap and shit, a controller you can easily make yourself with a fucking sticker on a goddamn normal N64 controller. Not only do you have all this shit, the special edition thing being basically bullshit and crap, and the whole thing only being for like collectors at best, not only do you already have the N64 version at your fucking hands right now, for free, not only are these pledges bullshit in their pricing, which means you're gonna get ripped off in a lot of ways, and not only is this game not even that fucking good enough to even be having this much money, this much popularity at all, this is also a project Kickstarter loves. Kickstarter gave it the K. They gave it the K. They also did not look into this motherfucker. They did not look into this company. They did not look into their history. They did not look into any of the fucking games. They looked at this, saw it was an official game, saw it was by Piko Interactive, which is a bit official, a little bit official. And they gave it the K, because it was making a lot of money too. That's it. That's it. There are so many red flags, and there's so many problems that, honestly, I'm going to say it right now. If you pledged, get rid of it. If you didn't pledge, avoid this. It's bullshit. Piko Interactive did not deserve the money. They are just not fucking trustworthy. They're scumbaggy motherfuckers, and they can go rot. This is not needed, and it can go to hell. This is a terrible Kickstarter, and it's by far a fucking scam.